This is Rick Tharp of RX Kinetics with another Antibiotic Kinetics program demonstration. In this installment, I'd like to go over patient data entry and to demonstrate prospective dosing with a population model. So we'll begin with our disclaimer screen and click Accept. We'll come to our main program window and the Patient Data tab, and you notice that we're starting with a clean slate. That's because Antibiotic Kinetics does not save patient data between sessions. The first field on the Patient Data tab is patient name, and this is optional, and it's free format. You can enter it in any way you wish. I'm going to enter this patient with last name, comma, first name format, but you can do it any way you prefer. Tab to the next field is attending physician, and this is also an optional field. It's also free text. Tab to the next field, which is location, also optional, also free text. You can put a room number in this input. The next field is required. It's age. And our next field is a drop down for age units. For example, if you were entering a peds patient, you could select from either months or days. In this case, we are performing a consult on an adult. Let's tab to the next field, which is height in centimeters. Now, if your hospital is not metric, not a problem. You can just right-click on that input box, and an alternate method will pop up. In this case, it's asking you for height in inches. Enter that, click OK, and you'll notice the program does the conversion for you. Tab to the next field, weight in kilograms, the same thing. You can enter weight in pounds if you don't have a weight in kilos, and then the program will do the conversion for you. Next required field is gender. Just click on the proper gender. Tab to the next field, which is serum creatinine. And you'll notice when we enter valid data that our calculations output boxes are populated. Lean body weight, body surface area, and creatinine clearance. And also our dosing method boxes become active. Let me just show you here an example. Let's say you entered 72 inches, not remembering that the height was in centimeters. You'll notice that the output box is clear, and we click down here and nothing's happening. So that's your tip-off that the data you've entered is inappropriate. No 75-year-old patient is going to be 72 centimeters, or 28 inches tall. So we can fix that. When we do that, we notice the output calculations are displayed, and our dosing method selections become active. One thing I want to show you here under creatinine clearance, if you click on Other, you notice another dialog pops up and allows you to select from various other creatinine clearance calculation methods. There are 3 iterations of the Cockcroft-Gault equation. There's Jelliff-73 equation, the abbreviated MDRD equation, and the Salazar-Cochrane's method. In this example, let's go with the Jelliff-73 equation. We click on it. We notice the creatinine clearance here is displayed. We click Copy button. You notice that that creatinine clearance is copied over into this box, and also that is selected, and that means that's the creatinine clearance that's going to be used in our calculations. So let's click on our prospective or population model, and you notice our first input box, or selection rather, is the drug model. So let's click on the drop down, display the models that are available, and there are 2 vancomycin models that come with the program, and those are explained in the help file. The vancomycin CL method calculates a clearance. It's based on Winter's latest published model. I found it to be one of the better vancomycin dosing methods. So let's go with that one. Select that. When we do, we notice that our targets and our model parameters are populated. And we can edit these. We can change the target peak, or when the peak is targeted at 60 minutes after the infusion. We can change the target trough. The dosing weight is calculated for you. The volume of distribution here, we can tweak that if we think there's a reason why we should. We can change our infusion time. Let's change it from 120 to 60 minutes. And here are our parameters that are used to calculate the clearance. These model parameters here, the VD, liters per kilo, the renal, non-renal constant, the infusion time, and our targets, those are all pulled from model database. And that's one of the advantages of this program, is you can go into the model editor and add, edit, delete drug models. And we'll show you how to do that in another tutorial. But if you find yourself always changing, for example, infusion rate, just go into your model and change it. And that way, the next time you pull it up, it's going to say 60 minutes instead of 120 minutes. So if you're satisfied with model parameters, click Calculate. You notice that an ideal dose is calculated, displays a rate constant in the volume of distribution. 1,240 milligrams every 17 hours is the ideal dose. So let's enter a dose, a practical dose of 1,250 every 18. You notice when we enter a valid dose and interval, estimated peak and trough levels are displayed. And up the top here, our graph and print icons become active. Let's just show you that one more time. I'm going to erase the interval here and show you how those are inactivated until you enter in an appropriate dose. So let's go up here and look at a serum level graph. Notice the graph shows the approach to steady state, starting at 0. About between the 4th, 5th, 6th dose, you're going to see a steady state achieved. And if you want that graph printed on your hard copy, just click Save. That'll show up on your consult form. And if you click on the print icon, you can see a print dialog, and you would enter your name. And you can choose from either a consult form, which is a chart-ready consult form that you can put on the chart, or a monitoring form that's used internally to keep track of vitals, etc., if you're monitoring that patient. So let's look at a consult form. This is one I've already printed up. And you'll see that it's laid out by various sections. Patient data section, our calculated data section, our dosage recommendations, and our steady state serum level graph. And that's in color. If you have a color printer, it will print in color. So that's an overview of patient data entry and prospective dosing with the Antibiotic Kinetics program. Our next installment will go over serum level analysis.